Welcome back to the Transform Your Mind to Transform Your Life, the podcast. This is Life Coach Myrna Young, and you're listening to 5 Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. Today, I want to teach on the topic, if you know better, do better. In a world that's brimming with information and opportunities for growth, the simple yet profound mantra, if you know better, do better, serves as a guiding light on the path to personal development and positive change. In John chapter 9, Jesus told the Pharisees, if you were blind, you wouldn't be guilty, but you remain guilty because you claim you can see. What Jesus was saying was, I couldn't blame you if you couldn't see or you didn't know better, but I find you guilty because you can see and you know better. My pastor teaches all the time that sin is because we don't know better. We fall into sin. Like every day we're sinning because there's things that we don't know better. But he says like transgressions are when we know better, but we choose to do it anyway. You know the ones, right? So today I want to look at why, if you know better, then you should do better. So one, let's start with the power of awareness. The awareness, the knowing, right? We're not living life in a dark tunnel, not knowing our feelings, not understanding anything, or just like doing, like a hamster in a wheel. We have to stop and acknowledge that sense of awareness. And it involves recognizing areas in our life where improvements can be made, whether they relate to your personal habits, relationships, suicidal contributions. For example, there is no excuse for smoking anymore. You know that it causes lung cancer. So why do you continue to smoke? This takes self-reflection. You know better. So you should be able to do better. And that's just one of the things that's top of mind. But there's so many other things, right? Breaking the chains of inaction. That's the doing part. If you know better, do better, right? So it involves doing. So understanding alone is not enough. Action is the catalyst for transformation. If you know better, do better, challenging us to break free from inertia, sitting on your butt, of complacency, and take intentional steps towards positive change. Ever heard the mantra, knowledge is only power if you use it? Knowing and doing are two different things. Number 3, embracing a growth mindset. This mantra embodies the essence of a growth mindset. The belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. Why do we feign ignorance? In a culture where information is readily available, it's no longer an excuse not to know what to do or how to behave. Pick up a book and read or listen to a podcast. As the Allstate commercial says, there is a podcast about that. There is a podcast about everything. So telling people that you don't know, it's gone out. It's no longer in, right? Because you should know. Now, a lot of people don't do anything because they are afraid. So if you know better, do better also looks at overcoming the fear of failure. The fear of failure often hinders progress. A lot of people know better, but don't do better because they fear failure. If you know better, do better invites us to confront this fear and take action. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Elon Musk said, failure is learning not what to do. Each attempt, even if it falls short, brings valuable lessons. Cultivating accountability. Beyond personal growth, this mantra emphasizes accountability. It challenges individuals to take responsibility for their actions. fostering a sense of accountability, not only to oneself, but also to the wider community and the world. Inspiring others. Living by the principle, if you know better, do better, sets an inspiring example for those around you. Your actions become a beacon, encouraging others to embark on their journey of positive change and continuous improvement. The ripple effect of betterment. Yes, it's like the domino that's falling, right? If you're doing better, then you're getting better, right? So the cumulative effect of individuals striving to do better creates a ripple effect that extends beyond personal spheres. It contributes to the betterment of communities, societies, and the world at large, creating a positive legacy for future generations. In conclusion, in the tapestry of personal growth, the mantra, if you know better, do better, weaves a thread of wisdom and action. It calls us to move beyond passive awareness and embrace the transformative power of intentional positive change. As we navigate the complexities of life, this mantra guides our decisions, inspires our actions, and leads us towards a brighter, more enlightened future. Yes, if you know better, do better. And if you don't know, that's still no excuse, because you should know. You should know. There's no excuse. I hate when I ask somebody that's doing a job a question and they tell me they don't know. I think it's the most ridiculous thing, because you should know your job. You should know everything around your job, not just so what you do. You know, I'm in the podcasting field. And when somebody comes to me asking me about podcasting, I should know, right? Because I'm in that space. That's why the mantra for this show is CANI, which is constant and never ending improvement. You learn and you grow every day. And if there's something you don't know, you find out. And when you find out, you will do better, because a mind that is expanded with knowledge can never go back to its original form. Want to leave you with that one. All right, guys, listen, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of 5 Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. I hope you're inspired to do better if you know better. And if you don't know, you find out. Until next time, namaste.